Okay, let's go make some changes. His grades broke 1, and I'm going to open with on Notepad. And change this E here, get rid of the AG there, get rid of this, get rid of the L there, some changes. Okay, so I saved that. Now I'm going to right click and open it with Microsoft Edge. Okay, so it comes up. And I can put some values in here, 90, 92, 95, 90. And I click calculate. It's not doing anything. Over here, there's different options. Let's try add to favorites, hub, history and downloads, make web note, share. There's these 3 dots here. You see there's a developer tools. So if I click developer tools, it comes over here, and now when I click calculate, then you see a console here. If I click that, it tells me there's a problem. It says calculate grade is undefined. And if I click that, that takes me down to where the problem is. And you see, okay, I misspelled it. It even tells you a line number, 45. Now, I got my notepad already loaded here somewhere. Let me close those and try it again. I don't want to get one from the previous recording. Okay, so open with notepad. Now, if your line numbers aren't down at the bottom, how you can get them to appear is you simply do a view status bar. And I go down to line 45. When you click on the line, it'll tell you what line you're on. There's line 35. Here's line 45. Should be an L in there. Calculate grade. Okay, so I'll save that. Come over to my web page, wherever it's at. There we go. Click refresh. Got to refresh it anytime you make a change and save it. So 90, 92, 95, 93. Click calculate. Then I see the console window has says 2 console errors. Okay. In the script it says expected closing parentheses. So if I click that, percentage space 80. And see, okay, that's missing a greater than or equal to. So I come over here, fix my problem, save it, refresh this, and then I'll put in 90, 92, 93, 95, or something like that. And click calculate. Still not working. If I come over to my window here though, if I click the console, object doesn't support property or method get element by ID. Sometimes errors will be very meaningful. You'll see exactly what's going on. Sometimes you won't. So if I click that, it takes me this line. And be nice if it highlighted error too, but I see get element by ID here is not the right case. Okay, so come back to our notepad. And I'll change that to uppercase E. Save that. Come over here, refresh this, put some new values in there. Sometimes it's beneficial to hard code values in there while you're testing, so you don't have to keep retyping them. And come over here, I still got another error, console. Unable to set property value of undefined or null reference. What in the world does that mean? If I click there, that'll show me percent E. Well, I don't have any percent E down here in the input text. I got percentage. So line 14. So if I look for line 14, I see I spelled percentage wrong. Save that. Refresh this. 90, 92, 93, 95, and click calculate. And that time it worked. So it helps you figure out errors in your code. And I can click the X to close that now. And close the X here to close that. And let's close that one while I'm at it. Now let's break grades broke 2. I'm going to right click on it and open with Notepad. And I'm going to come down and get rid of these else's. Save that. Back here, I'm going to right click and open with Microsoft Edge. Okay, put 92, 95, 90, 93, click calculate. And doesn't get, it appears to work, but it doesn't work. Click 3 little dots here, choose developer tools. Okay, so now I have this up and running. If I click calculate again. Now over here, if I go to console, I don't see anything here. But there's a debugger. And if I click to the left of this test, in this spot right here, I put something called a breakpoint in there. And I can click it again to uncheck that. But I don't want the breakpoint there. Now let's go click calculate. Now the web page is currently paused, and I'm in debugger mode. Now I can put my mouse over the variable names, and it tells me what they're equal to. That says undefined, 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 and over here I can see the undefines also. It's because nothing's been done yet. Now if I come up here, see there's a step into F11. That runs the current line of code and goes to the next one. So if I do F11, you see now test 1 is equal to 92. And if I put my mouse over test 1, it says 92 there. Now I'm going to do F11, F11, F11. I can see all the different variables being populated. F11, F11, so forth. F11. Get down to here. You can watch the progression through the code. So it's checking the if statement. I put my mouse over percentage. It says 92.5, which is greater than or equal to 90. So I'll go at F11, goes to here. Then I press F11 again. And now it said grade equal to A, which is what it should do. But it's coming down here, and when I do F11, it checks to see if it's greater than or equal to 80, which it is, and it does this line of code. That tells me that I'm missing something. Now you can click this green triangle here to continue. And if I go back to my code, I see that I'm missing my else's on here. Because otherwise it'll do that every one of those if statements if we don't put the else. You want it, after it does that first one, to go down to the bottom. Okay, so let me go back to my web page. Refresh this. 92, 93, 95, 90. Click calculate. Kicks out here, and I do F11. By the way, it wouldn't kick out like that if we got rid of our breakpoint. F11, F11. Watching it go through the code. Does grade equals A, and it comes down and clicks clear down to the bottom, which is what it should do. And then I could click the continue like that. Okay, so now it's working. So we use the debugging tools to help us figure out what's going on. Now it's important to know before you jump right into debugging tools that you be able to look at code and understand what's going on with it. You won't always have nice debugging tools like this. There's some internet tools out there where you create web pages and where you can do a little bit of HTML manipulation where you do not have all these advanced tools. Not that they're that advanced, but now one last thing I want to show you over here is there's emulation. And for your emulation, you see you can choose BingBot. I don't even think I ever heard of BingBot. Apple Safari, Opera, Mozilla Firefox, Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, and Xbox 360. So if you're developing a web page that people should be able to see on Xbox 360 or Xbox One, then this allows you to debug it. Really, no PlayStation. Windows Phone, Windows Mobile. So a lot of different ways you can test. It's very nice if you get a call from somebody, you're in a position where you do web design, and they're telling you, I'm using Internet Explorer 8 and your page isn't working. Well, you can emulate it here and test it then. And again, I'll just close that. And that's debugging. I don't know if Microsoft Edge has a version number with it. I'm not that familiar with it. Settings, no. Find on page, pin to start, app develop, open with Internet Explorer, send feedback. What's this one say? Make a web note, reading list, and download. Nothing really there. Well, if they change it, then the assumption is it'll be fairly close to this. But this is debugging with Microsoft Edge. See, I would assume it'd be under settings, but Microsoft Edge version 20. Interesting version number on that. But anyway, that's debugging with Microsoft Edge.